This is BBC World News. Welcome to a special programme on the continuing protests in Iran with me, Lyse Doucet. It's a story which has shaken Iran to its core. The death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, arrested for wearing her hijab improperly, has sparked protests right across the country. With the hijab now a core symbol of this unrest, we hear from a former Iranian MP on why she's risking everything to speak up, despite wearing a scarf herself.
Even in Islam, hijab is not compulsory. Why the government should force it on people? I want to show my solidarity with those who don't want the hijab.
Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi once again accuses the country's enemies of causing trouble. 4 weeks on, the protests continue and grow. This is Zaidan today in the east of Iran. Over the next hour, we'll be remembering some of the victims of this defiance and asking, what will these protests achieve and how will they end? Hello and welcome to this special program on the Iranian protests 4 weeks on. Protests have occurred on a wide scale before in Iran, but this time the people protesting are often young women, very young. And the way they are protesting this time, taking off their veils in public, burning them in bonfires, is different. It's been barely a month since the death of a 22-year-old Kurdish woman in police custody sparked off this wave of protest. Mahsa Amini was standing by with her brother when she was stopped and arrested by Iran's morality police, allegedly for wearing her hijab, her headscarf, improperly. Her brother was told she would be released after an hour-long education class, but she never came home. Her death has sparked unprecedented defiance in Iran, with young women across the country, as you can see in these images, defying the morality police, taking off their hijab in public, even ripping pictures of the supreme leader. I explore what next for Iran. A defiance that's dangerous. Brandishing headscarves, burning them, can get you arrested. Hundreds have been detained. This may seem so ordinary, but even walking without compulsory hijab can have consequences. Donia Rod, in a white shirt eating breakfast, went to prison after she posted this photo. Across Iran over the past month, there have been unprecedented scenes like this. And this too, schoolgirls ripping photos of Iran's leaders. This defiance spread across society, across generations, on wider issues. And security forces have shot back with tear gas, metal pellets, live fire. One protester who, like most, hides her identity, told us it's no longer just about hijab. Gulshifte Faranai, thank you very much for joining us at this momentous time in your country of origin in Iran, 4 weeks after the death of Mahsa Amini. Thank you very much for joining us with your perspectives. Well, thank you very much for being with us here on BBC World News for our special program to mark the Iran protest. 4 weeks on since the 22-year-old Iranian Kurdish woman Mahsa Amini was arrested and then died in custody. The protests are different this time, but will they lead to change? Some are calling, and we heard them on this program, calling for what they describe as regime change. There may be, in fact, changes to Iranian society. No one can say where they will go. Thanks for being with us.